When people think of Dragon Tales, they usually remember the bright colors, catchy songs, and friendly dragons soaring through the magical world of Dragonland. But every so often, the show paused to deal with deeper, more serious topics. In this video, we're looking at an episode that touches on one of the hardest emotions anyone, regardless of age, can face: losing someone you care about. Whether it's through death or simply saying goodbye, Dragon Tales found a way to explore grief in a way that children could understand. The episode begins in the playroom where Max and Emmy are getting ready for another trip to Dragonland. Emmy is prepared, standing tall and ready to go, but Max is struggling. He keeps putting his sneakers on the wrong foot. It's a small moment, but it shows how Max is still learning. Emmy doesn't get upset. She kneels down and gently helps him fix his shoes. This quiet act of kindness sets a thoughtful tone, showing how much they care for each other. Once Max's sneakers are on right, they grab the dragon scale, say the special rhyme, and zoom off to Dragonland.
I can't wait to get to Dragonland. Wait for me, Emmy. Wrong foot, Max. Huh? Oh. No, like this. There. Thanks. Come on. I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in a land apart.
When they arrive, the scene is bright and joyful. Their dragon friends Ord, Zack, and Wheezy are bouncing on giant rainbow-colored mushrooms. These mushrooms are big, squishy, and bursting with color, making Dragonland feel alive and fun. Max and Emmy are curious about these new mushrooms, and Zack explains that they popped up overnight. The group bounces together, laughing as they spring high into the air. It's a moment of pure happiness. It shows how close these friends are.
Emmy, come on!
Look at me! I'm a frog! Ribbit, ribbit. Where'd these giant mushrooms come from?
They popped up overnight.
I just love mushrooms! They're so mushy!
Suddenly, Cassie arrives holding something carefully in her hands. She greets everyone with a warm smile, but there's something different about her. Max and Emmy invite her to join the fun on the mushrooms, but Cassie politely says no. Max is curious and wants to know what Cassie's holding so tightly. With a gentle smile, Cassie introduces Poozy, her caterpoozle, a tiny light green creature that looks a bit like a caterpillar wiggling in her hands.
Hi, everyone! Come hop with us. No, thanks. I'm gonna play with Poozy. Who's Poozy?
Cassie's pet caterpoozle.
Cool. She's smart. Wanna see? Lie down, Poozy. She's so cute. Can I hold her, Cassie? Sure, Max. Poozy loves to be snuggled. She tickles.
I'm allergic to fuzzy things. I'll get those little red bumps all over me. Take her, Wheezy.
You're such a cutie-wooty poozy-woozy.
Oh, you kissed a caterpoozle.
It's no worse than kissing a brother.
Ew! Sister! monster germs!
Poozy's small size and cute movements capture everyone's attention. Cassie pridefully shows off Poozy's tricks, her little flips and twists that make her friends' eyes widen in delight. She carefully places Poozy in a small cage and sets a fresh leaf inside for lunch. Cassie watches closely to make sure Poozy is eating. Emmy gently encourages her to join the fun on the rainbow-colored mushrooms. Cassie agrees, and soon the whole group is bouncing together.
She can do tricks too. Watch. Roll over, Poozy.
Wow!
That a girl. Time for your lunch, Poozy. Isn't that leaf good? Come on, Cassie. Race you around the mushrooms. Don't worry, Poozy. I'll be right over there.
Here we go round the dragonberry bush, the dragonberry bush, the dragonberry bush.
The joyful bouncing on the rainbow-colored mushrooms continues for a few minutes, and the air is filled with laughter. Cassie pulls herself away from the fun to check on her beloved Caterpoozle. While Cassie was playing, something unexpected happened. Poozy, feeling cold after eating her lunch, has wrapped herself in a white, silky chrysalis, like a cozy blanket that caterpillars make before turning into butterflies. Cassie looks into the small cage and freezes. Her voice trembles with panic as she says she doesn't know where Poozy is. Everyone drops everything and join Cassie. Their faces are serious as they begin looking for the tiny critter.
Here we go round the dragonberry bush, so early in the morning.
Hey, listen to this!
I better check on Poozy. Oh no! Poozy! She's gone! She must be around here somewhere.
The search for Poozy continues, with Max, Emmy, and the dragons looking carefully through Dragonland. Eventually, Cassie turns back to the small cage and spots Poozy, still wrapped in her white chrysalis. Her eyes fill with tears, and she cries, believing her beloved Caterpoozle has passed away. The moment is heavy, her sadness spreading to her friends. Just then, Quetzal steps out from the wilderness forest and sees Cassie heartbroken. Cassie hugs Quetzal tightly, her voice shaking as she says she never got to say goodbye.
She's not under here.
I think I felt her. It's just a baby dandelion.
Oh! Phew! She's not here!
Poozy's gone forever.
Don't give up, Cassie.
Yeah, we haven't looked everywhere yet. What's that? Oh, she's dead! Oh, Poozy! That's so sad, Cassie.
Sure is.
What's the matter, niños?
Cassie's pet Poozy died.
Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that, Cassie.
I miss her, Quetzal.
See, I'm sure you do.
And I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Quetzal, with a gentle heart, arranges a small funeral for Poozy. He places the oak leaf with the chrysalis in a tree hollow. Everyone gathers around the tree, each saying something kind about Poozy, honoring her memory. Ord asks if Quetzal will speak, and Quetzal says Poozy was lucky to have such caring friends. He gives Cassie another warm hug. Suddenly, a loud growl from Ord's hungry stomach startles Max, breaking the quiet. Quetzal suggests baking dragonberry cookies and milk to lift everyone's spirits.
Well, we'll have to fix that, Cassie.
How?
There you go, Poozy. You can say goodbye to her now.
Goodbye, Poozy. I'll never forget how you used to crawl into my pouch and tickle my tummy.
And I really liked your tricks, Poozy. They made me smile.
I just love the way you made that silly mustache on Zach.
Yeah, you weren't so bad for an itchy crawly bug.
Goodbye, Poozy. I didn't get to play with you much, but you were really pretty.
Yeah, and you didn't bark or chew my socks, like Uncle Roberto Chihuahua.
Are you gonna say something, Quetzal?
You're very lucky to have had so many good friends, Poozy. Adios.
Thank you, Quetzal. I think I feel a little better now.
What was that?
My tummy growled.
Perhaps it's time for some dragonberry cookies and milk, no?
You betcha!
Sounds great!
Definitely. Okay.
Bueno, I'll bake up a batch and be right back.
Cassie's friends see her sadness over losing Poozy and want to help. They suggest finding her a new pet to bring back her smile. Cassie hesitates, but Matt's excitement sways her. He calls out for a pet hunting adventure, and the group sets off to find Cassie a new companion. Cassie looks at each animal kindly, but shakes her head. She apologizes, saying none of them could ever be as perfect as Poozy. Her voice is soft, still full of love for her lost Caterpoozle. Then suddenly, Cassie feels a familiar tickle on her foot. She looks down and sees a new Caterpoozle, this one a gentle purple, and it's crawling towards her. It's just as friendly as Poozy, snuggling close in a way that feels warm and familiar. Emmy smiles and says that the new Caterpoozle is cute, and a small spark of joy returns to the group.
Come on, Cassie. Let's go jump on the mushrooms.
Thanks, Wheezy. But I don't feel like it right now. You're still thinking of Poozy, aren't you? Uh-huh.
Maybe we could find you another pet.
Yeah! There's all kinds of cool creatures in Dragonland. Flapping ones and bouncy ones.
And itchy ones and stinky ones.
But none will ever be as perfect as Poozy. How do you know? Well...
Come on, let's go pet hunting.
Cassie'll love this one.
Ew!
What do you think, Cassie? It's a horsefly.
No thanks, Wheezy.
How about this one, Cassie? Neat fruit fly, huh?
Fruity tooty rooty.
It's cute, Zach.
I found one.
Don't get too close, Max!
Why not?
'Cause it's a stinky dink.
P.U. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'll ever find a pet I'll love as much as... Poozy?
That's not Poozy. She's a different color.
She snuggles just like Poozy. And tickles like her, too. She sure is cute. She is, isn't she?
I think she likes you.
She does, doesn't she? I'm gonna take real good care of you. But what should I call you?
How about Fuzzy?
Boring! Let's call her Caterpoozowie.
I know. Ugly Boogly.
I don't think any of those names are exactly right.
Quetzal returns carrying a tray of warm dragonberry cookies and cool milk, a comforting treat for everyone. Cassie, with a spark of joy, shows her new purple Caterpoozle to Quetzal. He smiles and then asks what her name is. Emmy explains that Cassie hasn't chosen a name yet, but Cassie speaks up and says she's going to call her Poozy 2. The group nods and agrees that Poozy 2 is a perfect name. Quetzal's curious and asks if Poozy 1 was a Caterpoozle too. When he learns she was, he walks to the tree hollow where Poozy 1 rests wrapped in an oak leaf. As he gently unwraps it, the chrysalis begins to move in his hands. Quetzal, with a knowing look, says he thought so. Suddenly, the chrysalis begins to crack open.
Hola, niños. Galletas, fresh from the oven. Y leche también.
Look at my new pet, Quetzal.
Magnifico! That's a beautiful Caterpoozle, Cassie. What's her name?
Cassie hasn't decided yet. Yes, I have. I'm gonna call her Poozy 2.
Cool.
Neato!
Wow!
Definitely.
Cassie, was Poozy 1 also a Caterpoozle?
Yes?
Now I understand.
Understand what, Quetzal?
Follow me, niños. I thought so. Watch carefully. She's breaking out of her cocoon.
Wow!
Fantastic.
What is it?
Yeah.
It's a butter fairy.
But I thought Poozy was a caterpuzzle.
Caterpuzzle, Max. And she was. But caterpuzzles, like many other creatures, change as they grow up. Just like you'll change, Maxito.
Into a bug?
No, into a man.
Cassie gazes at the butter fairy, once her beloved Poozy, and softly says goodbye, her voice carrying a mix of sadness and peace. Quetzal, with a gentle smile, reminds her that she now has both a new caterpuzzle and a new butter fairy friend. Poozy too looks up at Cassie with big loving eyes, and they share a quiet snuggle. Emmy suggests they take Poozy too for a hop on the rainbow-colored mushrooms. The rest of the group agrees, and soon they're all bouncing together with Poozy too, tucked safely with Cassie, as laughter echoes through Dragonland. With the day drawing to a close, Max and Emmy say their farewells and return home, leaving behind a moment of healing and joy.
Take care.
See you later!
See ya!
Well, Cassie, now you have a new pet caterpuzzle and a new butter fairy friend.
Let's take Poozy too for a hop around the mushrooms. I wish to use this rhyme to go back home. Until next time. Come on, Max. Let's get our bug-catching stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch a caterpillar so I can watch it turn into a butterfly. What about you?
I'm gonna get a stinky bug. P.U.
This episode is one of those moments that bravely steps into the complex emotion of loss, making it gentle enough for children to understand. Cassie faces the pain of believing she's lost her beloved pet Poozy, only to learn that Poozy hasn't died, but transformed into a butter fairy. It's a simple twist, yet it carries a profound message. That change can feel like loss, but it can also lead to new beginnings. The episode doesn't shy away from Cassie's grief. Her tears and confusion are raw and relatable, even for a young audience. But it also doesn't leave her there. With the support of her friends and Quetzal's quiet guidance, Cassie discovers Poozy too, finding joy after sorrow. Her journey mirrors some of life's harder truths. Saying goodbye, whether through death or distance, can hurt, but healing is possible. For many kids, this might be their first encounter with such heavy feelings, and Dragon Tales handles it with remarkable sensitivity. It offers a safe space to explore grief, wrapping it in a hopeful lesson about growth and transformation. It also shows young viewers that it's okay to feel sad, that goodbyes are part of life, and that even after the hardest moments, there's still a chance for wonder and happiness. What did you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.